I would be very, very cautious to buy too many Jordan Love jerseys because I have a feeling that the Green Bay Packers could have more percolating behind the scenes than just Jordan Love being handed the reins. Well, there is this one quarterback who plays in Baltimore who's looking for a new team.
Who's going to make a run on Lamar?
And here's what's been going on all afternoon, in case you've been missing it, is Aaron Rodgers goes on Pat McAfee's show, reveals that he was almost certainly going to retire. And then he goes on his darkness retreat. When he's like, oh, man, the clarity, it hit me. The ayahuasca really flowing through my veins. And he comes to the realization, all right, I want to come back and play in the NFL. The Packers have no interest in bringing Aaron Rodgers back.
He made that very clear.
Did he ever? Yes. So he wants to go to the Jets now. Oh, the Jets, the only team that wants him, by the way. And apparently the only thing that's holding this deal up from coming to fruition is the matter of compensation. What the Jets could give up to bring in Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
And I know Schefter talked about 2 first-round picks. So here's what I would do if I was Green Bay. Hey, we'll take those 2 first-round picks for Rodgers, 40 years old. See you later. Let's bring in the 26, 27-year-old quarterback Lamar, who's won an MVP a couple of years ago and could be the face of the franchise for the next decade. All of a sudden, you're Green Bay. You're running it back. You're one of the favorites in the NFC easily with Lamar Jackson there.
I don't know how you could possibly give up 2 first-round picks for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, it's a preposterous idea, but that's why.
This is the Jets. This is what they are.
Well,
they don't develop quarterbacks. They don't draft quarterbacks. They get Aaron Rodgers. They get Brett Favre. They bring in shrapnel. No, you can't say Aaron Rodgers is shrapnel.
No,
he's still a very good quarterback. He's not maybe an MVP. It's not him in his prime.
But he's 40 in December.
This is now their window to win, if you want to call it that, is limited. And they're going to have to make do with Aaron Rodgers, who's on the back 9. Very good quarterback still, but not shrapnel. That was a little egregious. I got way too excited there.
I like it, man. Too excited. Yeah. The Bowen family got you riled up.
Yeah, the Bowens.
Shrapnel's, that's a little harsh, but it does have the ring, as Randy Mueller was saying, former NFL GM that was on the show yesterday was saying, this does have the feel that it could turn into a circus very quickly in New York, right? Because it's not just Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers and the old fogies. Mercedes Lewis, how old's he? He's in his late 30s.
When did he start? 2006?
Yeah, it's been a while. And we're talking about the idea of Odell Beckham Jr., who did not play professional football last year, to my knowledge. Maybe he did in some league I'm not aware of, but certainly not in the NFL.
No.
So the idea that this is sort of, Aaron Rodgers is the former QB of the Green Bay Packers. He's the GM of the New York Jets, owner of the Chicago Bears, some would say. This is too many roles maybe for one guy.
So Rodgers has made it almost a certainty that the Jets have no other options, right? At this point, Jimmy G's off the market, Derek Carr's off the market. I suppose they can go and sign, or I don't know, some scrub to be their quarterback next year, pair him with Zach Wilson. That's a possibility. But the fact that Rodgers stretched and elongated this whole process made it a lock, essentially, for him to be their guy. And whatever the Green Bay Packers wanted for Aaron Rodgers, they would have to give up to the New York Jets because there's no other options. They go out and sign Lazard. They've got Breece Hall. They've got all these weapons. So Aaron Rodgers has put the Jets in a precarious situation.
Yeah.
Is it going to work out? I mean, I hope so, because it'd be more fun for every football fan.
Wouldn't it be more fun if we just hear Aaron Rodgers bitching and complaining about every little thing after getting every wish and every demand kind of conceded to by the Jets? And what are we going to see? What if they start the season 0-2? What's he going to complain about? Is he going to complain about the O-line, maybe? Is he going to complain about the defense?
Yeah, that does seem like a problem, right? This is a guy who's, when he was at the height of his powers, fellas, he was an athlete, right? This is not a pocket passer. This is a guy who wowed you by throwing across his body, off his back foot, making throws that nobody else could make or very few could make in the league. And we're seeing that wane. We saw him in every big situation last year, sort of waiting for him to dominate a game and make a play that wowed us, and we just didn't see it often enough, and that's why the Packers ended up where they ended up, and ended up saying, guess what? For all the maintenance that's required to employ Aaron Rodgers, the fact that he's not a particularly great teammate, that he didn't support the young guys that they brought in last year, the fact that, he's also a diminishing asset who likes, thinks very highly of himself and likes to draw out the drama every offseason, flirt with retirement and all the rest of it. I can see the Packers and I can see the Bowen family rejoicing for that very reason.
That's why there's all the Jordan Love articles today. Does this have a little bit of a Brooklyn Nets kind of stench to it, where Durant chose to bring in everyone, the players, the coach. I know, like, Nathaniel Hackett's going to be there for Rodgers. He's getting every wish. And if this blows up and the Jets are not good and they're going to be playing in a tough division,
very tough.
The AFC has all kinds of talent as far as quarterbacks, offensive players, defensive players. It's not going to be easy. It's not like this is a surefire thing for the Jets.
Now, if I can play devil's advocate for just a moment, because we just pissed all over the Jets. They're screwing themselves, not only in the present and in the future. Aaron Rodgers is only a year away from being the back-to-back defending NFL MVP.
Yeah.
We need to keep that in mind. And I get it, he's going to be 40 years old, and the track record for quarterbacks over that age is almost non-existent. Like, beyond Tom Brady, non-existent. He's got Breece Hall coming back at running back. First-round pick, stud. When he was healthy, dude looked like an animal. Garrett Wilson was, I believe he was the offensive rookie of the year for the Jets. Elijah Moore, second-round pick. Corey Davis, who they brought in from Tennessee. And Alan Lazard. That's a pretty good quartet of wide receivers for an aging quarterback who clearly needed more offensive ammunition last year. So I'll say what you will about the offensive line. We know the defense is really good in New York. Maybe this is something that could work.
Dude, he better not complain, though. Like, I know he's great from a content point of view because he'll go on Pat McAfee's show and he'll tell you exactly what he's thinking, and it may be a little outlandish, but man, he's got an opinion, I can appreciate it from a content point of view. And if this is going to lead to more Aaron Rodgers kind of sideshow content, I'm all for it.